Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 237. We are in the third of a six-part series. It's going to be less than 5 minutes. Stick with us. We'll see you in a minute. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the SimpleBiz360 podcast. My name is Jeff Mason, and I'm going to be your host for the third installment of a six-part series about the experience economy. So you can catch us on YouTube, IGTV, Rumble TV, 28 audio platforms. And in episode 235, our first installment, we looked at acknowledging the experience economy. Then we transitioned to embracing the experience economy. And today we want to look at modeling. How do we structure the ways we provide our goods and services in ways that can feed into having more success than not in this highly subjective environment called the experience economy. So we're going to put a picture of a bunch of transistor radios up there. And the first concept is really to look at these transistor radios and understand that these represent different customers, and each different customer tunes into their radio station called WIIFM. What's in it for me? They want to know, are you catering to me? Are you providing goods and services in ways that make me feel good about your company and make me want to refer your company or come back for more? And so this is the first concept. As you look at these radio stations, we really now want to invite you to understand this, that we've come to realize that there is a common thread of songs, a common set of songs that each one of these radio stations listen to, and that's our job. We have to figure out what are those common songs that each one of those radio stations are playing, that each one of those customers are dialing up on their transistor radios, right, that you see. And how can we effectively create a set of service conditions that meet what we call the Pareto Principle. And if you know the Pareto Principle, it's the 80-20 rule, right? 80% of your business comes from 20% of your customers, or 80% of your issues come from 20% of your customers. There's this 80-20 relationship. Well, we want to try to figure out how to appeal to 80% of the customers, because again, we don't really know exactly what they want or need or what they really, desire or deserve, but we've got to figure it out. And we can draw on our history of transactions. We can draw on what customers have told us in the past. We can draw on history to help us shape these components to our service that cater to 80% of the people that are, dialing into their WIIFM radios. So that's really, how do we do it? We have to figure out the questions that customers want answers to, and we need to pre-answer those questions. That's really the trick to this, is you've got to figure out the wants of customers, you've got to figure out the needs, and we argue then you take it a step further and you serve to deserve. You give those customers what they deserve without them even asking for it. So now they play that radio station, they're listening, and they're like, yeah, these guys get me. These guys get it. And you know what? If we can do this effectively, we cover that 80% of the base. The other 20%, we're just going to have to put our hands up and say, you know what? We're going to lose those folks to other competitors, or we're going to lose those folks, or not be able to do a transaction with them, or they're not going to come back for repeat transactions because, we're looking for that 80, and that 20 is just going to have to fall by the wayside. So as long as we can do it in a Pareto-centric environment of questions that we pre-answer, boy, we're going to be able to serve to deserve in really glorious ways and really lead to some great repeat and referral business. So what's the song that kind of connects this, and you can kind of remember it and say, oh yeah, that was the song that connected that concept? Well, it's James Taylor, You've Got a Friend, right? From Mudslide Slim in 1971. Yeah, we want to be that WIIFM friend to these folks. So listen, we really appreciate you being here. We hope you can tune in for episodes 4, 5, and 6 of this 6-part series, and we will see you for episode 4 of this series in 168 hours. Thank you.